What's up, guys? I've got Sinaye from Big Brother. He was the top six. Big Brother Mzansi season 4.
Yes.
Siyamosha.
Yes.
Umoshile Sinaye.
Ndimoshile,
Umoshile good?
ndimoshile ne. But like I said, ndimoshile in a responsible way. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like drinking responsibly, like you go with the Uber.
Exactly. You get it. You get it.
Okay. So you don't drink and drive. You were like, no. Ngizokhwela Uber kaloku.
Yeah, yebo. Timing.
So how's the outside world been since you guys have been out? What, 4 days? It's been what, 4 days now? And how are you finding it?
It's been absolutely insane. The energy's been crazy. The love I've been getting, it's been crazy. Today I went to the mall for the first time, and the love was just insane. You know, people wanted to take pictures, pointing, like recognize me. It feels weird, you know. I was walking, I was like, I kind of feel like I'm naked, you know. I'm like, these people know me, you know. But it was absolutely amazing. The love was great. The energy has been absolutely beautiful. Obviously, I'm still adjusting because at times I still feel like I'm in the game. I still check for my mic from time to time.
Yeah, because if you guys cover your mics, then it's a strike. No, you're not allowed to do that. Yeah.
I can't get that, you know. But yeah, sometimes in the morning I wake up and I'm waiting to hear Big Brother's voice. But yeah, I also haven't slept that well ever since I left the house. You know, I've been very caught up with a lot of stuff, you know. So I'm hoping to catch up on my sleeping again.
But the truth is, you guys really were almost nocturnal. Whether it was day or night, it didn't matter. You could sleep, do whatever at any point. Did you have a job before this?
I did. I was self-employed.
Okay. It makes sense because then, yeah, you can't just leave your job for 3 months and be like, guys, I'm going to take a sabbatical. I'll be back, right?
Yeah, no, I'm very lucky to do that. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, when I look back and I watch the videos now and they tell us this was the time, I'm like, what? I was up doing this at this time? Like, I can't believe it, you know, eating, frying eggs at that time, but it was crazy. But I enjoyed it.
When you fry, hey? When fry, ni fihla my cheese, like I'm moshile. There's nothing.
Yo, Big Brother really came through with the food, hey? That's one thing I'm gonna miss.
Yeah.
That much food, it was insane.
I can't imagine.
Yo, and it was free. That's what I loved about it, is that it was free.
You don't have to buy it yourself.
I don't have to buy it, you know, but it was beautiful. I really enjoyed my experience there.
I can imagine. So, what sparked your interest to get into Big Brother?
So I know how big of a platform it is, right? And I know that it could launch you into the career that you want to take, you know. So I saw people, the guys who I knew, which you see Jay, I'll mention him. I knew him before the show. Libon Jomba, I knew him before the show. Sis Tamara, you know, when they stepped on the scene, because they're all from the Eastern Cape, when they stepped on the scene, their careers changed and it took an uplift, you know. So I was like, hey, man, I've got this thing for presenting, you know. I think I could do it. This is the perfect platform. Let me do it. And yeah, man, I hope that it worked out for the best.
What are the things you missed when you were inside the house, like from the outside world?
Oh, my family, my girlfriend, my friends. Like just living, you know, traveling. I love to travel, you know, like most of the time last year I traveled a lot, you know, going to different places, exploring different things. I think of being cooped up in the same house, like seeing the same faces and all of that, it can get to you, you know. So I just miss the freedom, you know, doing things at your own time, your own pace, yeah.
So how did you mentally get through that? Because I think that's a big obstacle mentally. Like, how did you carry on, sticking to the fact that you're in the game? You got to play the game. Your strategy is your strategy, and you got to see it through with everything happening and your mind saying, this is not natural. This is not normal.
It was very hard. I'm not even gonna lie. I think I was one of the first people to complain. Day 2, I complained. I was like, "Yo, I'm feeling overwhelmed," and I was like, "It's day 2. We're getting to day 70, 71. Like, how am I gonna get there?" You know. But for me, praying helped me a lot. You know, whenever I realized that my new coping mechanism is sleep. You know, like if I'd feel overwhelmed, I'd be like, "Okay, let me just go to my bed or corner and then just sleep." You know, I dealt with that. Like, I spoke to a lot of my housemates. You know, the ones who I was close to. My diary sessions, I'd vent, you know, just speaking about things helps you deal with them a lot. So yeah, that's how I was able to deal with it.
That makes sense. What are some of the other things that you've learned about yourself just being in this game?
That I'm very resilient, you know. I didn't know that I could take those kind of things being said to me, you know, experiencing an environment like that and then still charge on, you know, feeling like you want to leave from day 2, but still fighting yourself and be like, yo, we're going to continue doing this, we're going to continue doing this. It built a whole it took it to a whole nother level, in terms of me having resilience. Now I feel like I'm bulletproof. I'm good, and I'm happy, man. I'm comfortable. I'm very confident now, and I'm just ready to take on the world, man.
I actually love that you said resilience because most people self-sabotage at that point because they're like, no, I don't think I can do it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to self-sabotage and then we can't point fingers at anyone and then I can still be out doing my own thing. So you put yourself really to the challenge and you stretch yourself beyond. So where to from here? Where are you going?
From here?
I think that's the most important question that everyone wants to know. Guti, where are you going now? Like when you walk out this door now, because I'm sure you guys are still going to have obviously a lot of other PR events, but soon it's all going to calm down. The noise is going to get quiet. What then?
What then? At that point, I feel like I see myself being the next sports broadcaster,
Okay.
Next Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates game, I'm there, standing there, telling them like, yo, this is Sinaye over here. Next World Cup, I want to be there, Football games, everything, cricket, hockey, I'm very passionate about sports, Since day one when I walked into the house, I was like, sports presenting is where my passion is at. And just presenting in general, but I don't want to box myself in, Obviously acting, I found out that I can just a little bit, do some acting, and commercial modeling. Like I really just don't want to hold back. I want to explore as much as I can.
To your fans, what do you want to say? I'm sure your Instagram and social media is like all buzzing, but what do you want to say to them?
Man, I called them. Well, they gave me the name. So I called them Sniper Gang, right? They were like, nah, bro, we are snipers, So I have to make sure I get it right. But to the snipers, they've been so supportive since day one. I just saw the polls now that they kept me in the top 5 from the first week, And that is absolutely insane, like to think that there were moments where I was like, how, like, why am I here, But the snipers know what they saw in me, and I really appreciate them believing in me. Every day on my timeline, I'll see them reposting, sharing, tagging Supersport, tagging NBA Africa, all the things that I want to get into. That like, yo, this is your next sports broadcaster, and I really appreciate the effort and what they've been doing for me, So shout out to all the snipers, man.
Shout out to new Sinaye. Thank you so much for your time. Guys, this is Sinaye from Big Brother Season 4, Mzansi Bamoshile, as you heard. But he made sure he used an Uber, right?
Yes.
He didn't drink and drive.
No.
He drank and Ubered, ne?
Yes.
Nazog. Shout out to the snipers. Thank you.